Hi Pisces, welcome to The Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today we're going to look at the general reading for December for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you know your sun sign and it's Pisces, you're in the right place. If you know your moon and your rising signs, make sure to look for those as well. I did a bit of a different spread today. I did what's called an overlay of 3 different tarot cards. We're using Thoth, Hunyi, Tarot, and Albano Weight today. Always a mouthful to say, that one. And we're going to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. So there's going to be kind of 4 distinct parts of this. There will be some overlap because this is kind of a holistic look. This is all intertwined, right? So we'll just kind of see what things look like for you right now in those areas. So we're going to start with health. Your health looks pretty good. We have the 3 of Cups, which is kind of just like this outpouring of abundance. I think what's going to be key for you this month in terms of health is making sure that you're leaning on people that support you, because that's what's going to get you, I think, out of your own head, out of your own narratives, because I'm kind of seeing in some other areas of this layout some stories coming up for you. They may be particularly intense. I think you're already going through it, many of you. And so if you can lean on the people in your life that can help you get clarity, you're going to be in really good shape. But I mean, this is in the upright, which means things are flowing between you and other people. It seems like connections are pretty good. It seems like you don't have any problem asking for help or guidance from people in your life, or helping spirits. That includes the spirit world. And yeah, that's going to be kind of key to your success this month. I think particularly the emphasis seems to be on emotional health. And so to just kind of keep you emotionally flowing, make sure that you are leaning on support. We've also got the 6 of Cups, which again implies that maybe stories from childhood are starting to come up and you're being triggered by things in your present. I am kind of feeling into a sense of you maybe overreading situations, so I would be really careful with that. Maybe somebody says something to you this month that you take the wrong way, and you don't want to ruin a connection or assume somebody's intent when they don't, and when the intention behind what they're saying is not kind of what you may be picking up on, because I get a sense that this is a trauma response. And so just be careful with that. And make sure you're really, if you're triggered by anybody this month or by anything, make sure you're really getting to the root of that trigger rather than letting your mind start to spin, okay? And then we have the World reversed, which it means you're in a pretty good position to self-reflect this month. There's going to be time for you to do it. There's going to be a willingness to put your energy towards it. And what this is ultimately going to do for you is, this is just a mastery lesson. And once you get past this, which you will do by staying in process and leaning on support, I think you're going to come out of this with kind of a different presentation. I think what you're going to bring to the world after this cycle is something more uniquely you than anything you've done before. I think it has a lot of potential, a lot of integrity. I think it really comes from a place of your unique genius. And so with that, I would just say, don't doubt yourself. The things that are coming up for you this month are coming up for a reason, and they're coming up so that you can reach this place where you can bring your gifts and genius into the world in a completely new way, in a way that no one's done before. And so this is just kind of the last gasp of everything that you need to clear out, all stories, narratives, negative energy, that will get in the way of your ability to do this. And so you're being prepared right now, Pisces. Health looks good. It looks like what's going to keep you in a good place this month is staying in process. I think you guys are looking towards the future. You're looking towards how you're going to bring your soul's gifts into the world, which is destiny, which we're going to talk about. So just keep in touch with your destiny. Keep in mind that anything negative that does come up is ultimately something for you to clear so that you can move closer to your destiny, and you're going to be in good shape. Health looks pretty good. I'm not getting much of a hit on physical health, so I think you guys are fine. Maybe it's not the focus, or maybe you're just already abundant in that area. Again, abundance can kind of hit all areas, so I think that you guys are in good shape, generally speaking. Let's look at wealth. I pulled 2 cards with Thoth, or two fell out, really. So let's start with this Eight of Wands. This is good. Eight of Wands means you're getting stuff done. Now, I'm not seeing any pentacles in the wealth section, which just may mean that that's not your focus. But it looks like whatever you're doing, again, I'm kind of getting the sense of like preparedness that I got from the world reversed, where you're busy, you're getting things in order, you're taking care of business. And you may just be kind of a little stretched out because you've kind of got multiple areas of interest or like different things you're trying to do right now. But again, this looks like there's people in your corner, there's collaborations going on, and it looks like whatever you're doing is really authentic to you and your soul. So I would just say keep doing it, and there's something magical here at the end of this. You're going to be quite busy in December. It's paired with the Princess of Cups. This came out in the reverse. There's some blocks. Now, you're still taking action. So I don't get the sense that the blocks that you're dealing with right now are necessarily affecting your action in the world. What I'm really getting is a really good sense of you actually being able to face your fear or keep moving forward even when you're coming up against that resistance, which I really like for you. With this Princess of Cups reversed, I think the block is purely emotional, and that, you know, kind of reflects what we said in health, where it looks like your focus this month is going to be on emotional health and clearing any negative self-talk that comes up. And so I would just say when these stories come up, do your best as soon as you remember to just drop your mind and come into your body. And so you're processing the emotions through your body and through breath work on kind of a more grounded level rather than letting your mind kind of spin out. Especially with the Eight of Wands, this can mean that your mind is spinning a bit. And so give your mind a job, which is whatever work you're doing towards creating more wealth for yourself. When those blocks come up, because I get the sense that whatever you're doing, it has a lot of heart and meaning for you, and it's also going towards the destiny thing that I've been talking about, which seems to be the core tenet here for December. Yeah, so if the stories come up in regards to your work in the world or your finances, again, I'm not getting much of a finance hit, so I'm just going to use this as your work in the world. Don't let your mind spin out too much. Drop into your body and breathe, okay? Your mind has plenty to work with right now, I think, with whatever it is that you're getting in order. You're going to be in communication with a lot of people this month, I feel. The Judgment card reversed. I mean, this is about ascension. All I'm really getting from the reversal is doubt. This really is a mastery lesson, Pisces, and I think because you're dealing with so many difficult stories that I think are really embedded in childhood, there's this sense of like, am I cut out for this? Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? And you absolutely are, Pisces. I mean, this is just the work. This is the work that you're doing right now, and it's not like you're regressing or anything like that. It's that you've just uncovered this new layer of yourself to work through. And all you need to do is just get through it. Just get through it, and then you'll be the world upright, and you'll be doing so much good work in the world. So just hang tight. Don't doubt yourself. You're ascending. You're raising in frequency. You're just in the muck right now. But that was there before. You know what? You just weren't aware of it because you weren't ready for it, and now you are, which I think is a really good testament to your growth, actually, Pisces. Okay. We also have the Seven of Wands reversed. You're in a better position than you think you are. I think we kind of said that already. Some of you may be feeling very defensive this month, and so again, I want to remind you that the people that are supporting you are in your corner. And so if it feels like people are criticizing you or thinking badly about you, I just don't think they are, Pisces, but I think there's going to be a sense of feeling like people are judging you right now, or that people think that you're not cut out for this. Your self-doubt stories are not everyone else's stories about you, okay? What they're seeing is, I mean, at worst, a reflection of their own biases, and at best, authentic versions of you, which is, you know, I think a much greater story than you're giving yourself credit for right now. You're in a better position than you think you are. If you're feeling defensive, it's going to be hard for people to connect with you. So I would maybe just clear any energy around that defense mechanism that's coming up, and so that you can connect with the people in your life at a deeper level so that they can really help you get past these blocks that you're facing right now, okay? Let's look at wealth. You have the Ten of Cups reversed, which again is, I'm sorry, this is not wealth, this is love. Let's look at love. Ten of Cups, which again, you're in a better position than you think you are. I get the sense for many of you that this is about self-love. I'm not really getting much of a relationship hit. Either you're not in a relationship or you're in a good relationship, and that's not really what's the messages that are coming through. Ten of Cups reversed means that you have everything you need. I think you guys just aren't seeing it. And by everything you need, I mean not only the support in your life that you may be feeling a little bit defensive towards, but also within yourself. I mean, you have all the tools and resources and skills that you need to move through this. That's why it's coming up for you right now. That's why these stories are coming up, because you're really on the cusp of something really great. And I think many of you know that. And so, I mean, you can do this. Again, I think with the Ten of Cups, it's important to just say you can do this. Be tender with yourself, exercise as much compassion with yourself as possible. If you need to just, I know you'll be really busy this month, so if you do need to take a break from work, do it. If you need to take a break from people or family or your relationship or anything, do it. Don't overwork yourself, because I think that's just going to kind of take you into this swiftness energy where you'll get into a bit of a frenzy. And so don't work yourself into a frenzy. Bring the energy back down when you need to, and remember that you have everything you need, okay? This isn't a bad card even in the reverse. It just means that you're not really seeing the full breadth of what you're capable of right now. We have the Nine of Swords reverse, which is all about negative narrative. Now, this is it's a swords energy, which means it's all in your head. And so, again, this is about being in a better situation than you're giving yourself credit for. But really watch your worry, your anxiety this month, because again, you're just going to end up fraying your own nerves, and we don't want to do that, especially if you're really busy working on good things and, really busy with your own interior work. So what else do I want to say on that? Do you connect with the cosmos as much as you can? Usually I ask Pisces to focus on the earth and ground them, because, you're Pisces, you're generally in an expansive state. But I think this month you're having a hard time connecting with the highest power. Not because you're not connected to it, but I think you're, again, like the Ten of Cups, this can imply that you're just having a hard time seeing it. So don't let that deter you from the work you're doing, especially if you're doing spiritual work, because you're still there, you still have the skills, you're still connected, and it can help connect you. But if you're just not really feeling it the way that you usually feel it, it will pass, okay? So any time that you can take to just join your crown with the highest power, however you understand that, I think is going to help you calm your mind this month, because it's that connection that I think that you're needing to be able to see the bigger picture here. And again, you can lean on support to help you do that if you have teachers or peers that are able to do that work with you. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You're tired, Pisces. It may feel like you've just done so much work on yourself, and yet you're still bullying yourself, or you're still subject to these narratives, or you're still feeling defensive. You still feel like people are judging you, or you're judging yourself. This card is kind of saying, I've been doing this for so long. I've been cultivating and nurturing this plant, and I still feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And Pisces, you are getting somewhere. That's why it's hard right now. You're brushing up against a hard lesson, which means you've done really good work, and you're still doing good work. If you're tired, take a break. You don't have to keep forcing this thing, if you just need to numb out for a bit, do it. I wouldn't normally say that, but I think in this instance, it's clear that you've been doing the work. And so if you do need a break from it, take a break from it. Rest. It is December, it's yin time. You know what I mean? I don't get the sense that if you do need a rest, you're going to rest for long. I think a little reset might be really nice, even if you did like some sort of spa treatment or something like that. I know it's a pandemic right now, but even just like taking a bath with yourself with candles and Epsom salt, or whatever works for you, whatever you like to do to bring you back into your relaxation, I would encourage it, because I'm just not seeing a lot of relaxation. I get the sense that you may be feeling very tense through December, but this is a time of release. You are releasing this month. I think there's some narratives that actually may be hard for you guys to let go of, maybe because you've never been in a position where you didn't have them, and so maybe you don't know who you are on the other side of this. But you're not going to die, Pisces. You're going to be fine. Clear out these narratives, and if you become somebody else outside of it, then you're just going to be one step closer to your higher self, and so don't worry about it. And it's not like you're starting from scratch. All the work that you've done is work you have done, and you're in a new place now. I think this tree just needs pruning, okay? So anything that's overgrown, just clip it, you know? You'll be fine. You'll be in better shape to take on the next challenge, or to put your work out in the world in a new way. I don't even want to say challenge. I think you're challenged enough already. I don't think you need another one after this. But once you get through this cycle, you're going to have a period of like great expansion. And so just remember that, because you're so tense right now, I mean, where's it going to go? It's going to come out again. I mean, that's what happens, right? Like that's how flow happens. I mean, we have Saturn and Jupiter interacting with each other a lot this year throughout the year, and again in December. And Saturn rules restriction and Jupiter rules expansion. And so we kind of have this kind of flow going on. So we just kind of have to ride that tide, okay? The year is almost over. The astrology is going to clean up in January. We'll be in good shape, okay? Let's look at destiny. We have the Five of Wands reversed. In the upright, this is competition with other people or fighting other people. In the reverse, I like to read this as you're fighting yourself. And so you may have conflicting narratives going on. You may be pushing back on your stories a little bit in a way that's not necessarily helpful. So, I mean, if self-doubt comes up this month, don't shame it for coming up, you know? Make sure that you are asking the self-doubt what it needs or how it's trying to keep you safe, and what you can do to shift it out of its fear pattern, okay? So try your best to make friends with the stories that are ultimately trying to keep you safe, because you're in a period of great growth right now and you're about to release something into the world in a new way. And so, I mean, this being in your destiny section, I think is proof here that everything that I've said already, health, wealth, love, is geared towards this core process for you right now, which does have to do with your destiny. And so, I mean, this is the path. This is the path, Pisces, and you're on it, and you should be proud of yourself, okay? We have the Hanged Man in the upright. That's great. This is a period of, it's kind of like the world reversed, where there's something brewing, but it's just not ready to be released yet, okay? So this is about new perspectives and taking the time that you need to fully come into this new perspective and let go of the old story before you move on. And so if it feels like you're in a bit of a holding pattern, it's because of the internal work you're doing. It's very Neptunian. I mean, it's about kind of turning the story on its head. And so I think, you know, one great thing that you could probably do this month is start writing down all your limiting beliefs and then turning them into affirmations and just starting to state the affirmation. Actually, as I'm saying that, I can feel the energy starting to build as the old energy is released. So that could be really, really helpful for some of you. It's like I can breathe easier just having made that suggestion throughout this reading. And so you're in good shape with the Hanged Man here. I mean, this is a good time to be really intentional and conscious about your negative self-talk and then consciously flipping them into positive affirmations. And of course, it's not just flipping into the positive affirmation. There's energy to clear out. There's work to do. But if you can at least write out, so it's less confusing for you, write out what negative beliefs are coming up and then just flip the script, then you'll know the power and the potential in that and like what the narratives are ultimately trying to do, because of, you know, the polar opposite is showing itself to you so that you can flip the script. And so all of the negative self-talk that's coming up right now is pure potential for the other side, which means you contain both, right? So so you're in better shape than you think you are. And then we have the Chariot. This is about forward momentum. I don't think you'll be here long, Pisces, maybe just the month of December. I think you're going to come out like towards the end of December, maybe the 20th onward. I think you're going to come out of this. So I don't think you're going to struggle through these stories long. I think you're going to hit a point where The Hanged Man really comes into play. You flip the script, and then you're just off to the races, okay? And once you do that, you're going to start working on turning this world card direct, right? This is pure potential. You're doing all the internal work so that you can eventually move forward, okay? And so this Chariot is that green light. It's just saying there's going to be a period of rest. We have that with the Hangman as well. Just a brief period of rest while you kind of reset, let go of all the old stories that aren't going to come with you into 2021, and then you're going to take off, okay? So believe in yourself because it's here. I mean, the energy is here. All of these negative stories contain their polar opposite, and once you achieve that opposite, you're gonna do the thing. I mean, whatever that thing is to you, whatever is next, whatever you've been dying to put into the world. I mean, the world can be like publishing if you're a writer, or it could be music. It could be all kinds of things, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean publishing. I mean, it could just mean if you are in some sort of teacher training and then you're ready to teach, or if this is just, something you embody. Maybe it's not necessarily you doing anything, but it's you becoming the world. It's kind of this dissolution of ego, burning the old ego that's already dying away and coming into your power in a new way, and then presenting that power to the world however you want to, essentially, Pisces. I mean, who do you want to be? Some of you, maybe it's just that. It's who do I want to be? And that's who you're coming into. That's who you're stepping into eventually with this world. So this is good. I mean, the world also rules Saturn. And I was just talking about Saturn and Jupiter. There's a conjunction with Pluto happening in December. And between those three planets, that's going to be a big period of growth for those of us that are in process. And so I think that's going to be pretty key for you. I think that happens around the 20th. And I was saying earlier how I think around the 20th is when you're going to have your breakthrough. And so just use this time to don't rush yourself because you don't need to. While this feels really heavy and intense right now, you're not going to be there for long. Just stay with it. Bring as much compassion and curiosity as you can to your own process. Lean on the people in your life. They're here to support you. They love you. They know your potential. They know, I mean, just even what you're capable of current time, and there's nothing wrong with where you're at right now. You are a great, luminous, wise being. And yeah, I think you just need to see it. And I think that's ultimately what this clearing out process this month is for, okay? So have a good December. If you have a personal concern and you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, please do so in the box below. Go ahead and hit like so other people can find this video. Subscribe if you want to see the next Pisces video, and I will see you guys next year in January. Thank you.